Well, hello and welcome back to Montana. We're out getting a little more gold today. I'm running the Build a Sluice, which is now called the Hobby Miner Sluice Box Kit. My son came up with the name, so that's what we're going to do. So in the last video, I ran this with it's all 3D printed sluice, but I ran this with the head or the power head up in the front. Now everybody said, Alan, put a spray bar in the back, figure out a way to make it a self-feeding sluice box. So that's what I did. It'll just feed the material once you dump it in there. I think it's going to work pretty good. Without too much, I'll get right into it. Let me show you what I did. So just a quick review. I'm making this and 3D printing it to be totally adjustable, to have all kinds of different options. The level legs slide back and forth, up and down, they slide on the rail. We got the power head here. You can also take the cover off the back, run it in the stream. It's a two-sided silicone mat. This side's high-low V and mini nugget traps. This side is my new grizzly bar mat for unclassified material, and it all just slides in there. Okay, enough of that. Well, you can watch the last two videos I did if you want to see how I did that. So what did I do here? I went ahead and left the power head about where I had it before, right up here with the spray bar. I just added another power head in the back, put a valve on it to control some water. And the cool thing about this is you don't need the extra power head. You also fire it up. You can do all kinds of different things because all of this is adjustable, slides up and down, slides back and forth. You could just put a PVC pipe back here and drill some holes in it. You do all kinds of different things, and that was my whole idea. Another reason this works so good is this header piece of the mat goes from 1/4 inch to 1 1/8 in the top. So now that the sluice is sitting at 10 degrees, this mat is only sitting at about 5 degrees, 4 to 5, right in there. And then we go into a 10-inch degree down in here. So, yeah, that's why it worked good. Let me fire this up, and we're going to have to do this right now. I haven't put any dirt in it today. We're going to have to do it because the water I'm recirculating, it's going to get real dirty real quick. So I turned this spray bar around so it's feeding back this way. And then this spray bar, hopefully you can see it's got a nice even flow coming out of it all the way across. So now we should be able to just dump this in here a shovel at a time. I got some material all classified down. Should be able to dump it in there and just have it eat away at it and feed the sluice. So we'll do it in real time. Well, I got my wheelbarrow classifier over there. We're digging in that same hole. There's some pretty good gold in there last time. Let's see if I can hold this a shovel at a time, right? Put the shovel in there, and you can see it just start eating away at it. And this is dry material. And you can see up here, we're not overloading the sluice. You can still see the ripples. It's all staying active, working its way down. Now you could go over and get some more dirt while this is going. Just sit here and have a beer, whatever you want to do. Knock that down a little bit. And it feeds it right in, right? Like I said, you could put a spray bar up here, you could put more water pressure in the back, you could do all kinds of things, but it's just going to sit there and slowly eat away at it. I'm not going to wait for it to get all the way down, and I'll just dump in another scoop. And it just sits there and it eats it, but it's not going so fast that it's just totally overpowering the sluice box. That I like, and I think a lot of the gold's going to stay right back in here anyway. And I think what I'll do is this time I'll do a test and try and test this header piece to see if we caught any gold up there. versus the mat down here to see how much is actually getting past this second power head. I've had a lot of interest in this so far, and I think and I'm getting real close to releasing this, or we are. Getting real close to releasing this. It will be ready, and you'll know when it's ready when I do the assembly video on how to put this together, because it is coming in pieces, because it's going to save a ton on shipping. So why? You're going to have some all thread to get and some silicone, a couple things like that, and stick it together. You can make it any length you want, all that good stuff. So I will do that pretty soon. My printers are printing away, and I can just sit here and feed it a shovel at a time instead of a little scoop, and not have it just rush down the sluice box. As you can see, you can still see all the riffles, so it's not overpowering it. And like I said, totally adjustable. So I'm going to run this. I don't know, there's probably 3 5-gallon buckets in there. We'll do a clean out, we'll test it and see how it goes, and then we'll just keep right on digging over here. This is our hole we're digging in, and it was pretty good the other day. We only have to go down about a foot and a half, and then you hit the real hard clay packed layer with the big square rocks. That's what we're doing. Well, back in a bit. Well, I'm almost done running this wheelbarrow of dirt. I don't know, I'm guessing probably about 3 5-gallon buckets. The thing's working really well. I think we should call it the lazy man sluice, because this is like way easy. My wife is going to absolutely love it, but she's not feeling a little under the weather today, so maybe tomorrow she'll make it up. We shall see. I'm going to just finish this off real quick, and I got 2 buckets of water over here. We'll clean out the top versus the bottom and just kind of see where the gold ended up, if I got any gold. I think I do. We did last time we were here. The only thing I'm having to do is I let it run down a little bit, knock it down like that, let it finish, and that's about it. Oh, I got water going everywhere. Every once in a while I'll just stick my hand in here and stir it around a little bit. That's about it. And then just add in another scoop. Like I said, I'm running out, so we'll pour in some more. You get it pretty full. And there we go. This is too easy, and the wonderful, I'd raise these up a little bit, give it a little more action. Like I said, adjustability I think is the key to all this. So depending on your material or angles, it's all adjustable. Yeah, put in the last of this. Okay, do that, and then we'll clean out the mat. Alright, done running. I'm leaving this just as is. There's my little pile of dirt in the back. I didn't wash it down. We left it right there. Let me pull this out. Pull this mat out, and we'll see if we can get it separated. Okay, the header piece, the header mat was about right there. Here's the last header, and then the other one, the rest of the mat in this bucket. Rub that, get the fine gold out of them mats. And we'll put the rest over here. Let me get this all cleaned out, and I'll be back with the results. Okay, here was the mat itself, and it is glary. Oh wow, just some fly poop. I'll count it. There's about 30 pieces of fly poop in there. That's a little bit better. Anyway, we'll get the top mat cleaned out, see how that goes. Well, this is so hard to get a picture, but there you go. So hard, but we got bigger pieces and a lot more pieces. Yeah, you can kind of see it there. Bigger pieces, and a lot more. That was in the top mat. So yeah, my assumption was right. We're catching a lot of the gold in the top, and that's what I was expecting to see. Love it. So back to getting some more dirt. There's one pretty nice little chunky in there. Let's see it in the corner there. So most of the gold never even made it down the sluice. So I call that a win-win right there. Okay, back to digging dirt. Well, not only do I have an automatic sluice box feeder, I got an automatic classifier. Look at that, it just puts the dirt up there all by itself. Thanks, Bob. I love the wheelbarrow classifier. If you got to classify, there's nothing better than no shaking buckets if your material is dry enough. And we don't get that often around here, so we're just taking advantage of it while we can. Load up another wheelbarrow. Load up Bob's unit. He's running his a little bit different today too. I'll show you that here in a bit. Well, just for shits and giggles, I took the second power head off the front, just moved it to the back, and let's just see what happens when I dump in a load of material. Watch that. Now it's a little bit faster, but it's still not just, you know, flying down the sluice. And we still have material right here, and it's washing it away. It's a little bit quicker with just the one power head. But I don't see that as a big issue. Definitely have some playing to do with that, but that's really not too bad. I think the gold might travel a little bit further down the sluice, but it's still just taking a while to eat it away. Now, I believe in the silicone mats, so even if I do this, I don't think I'm going to be losing any gold. Granted, it may not be all in the header piece, but I bet a lot of it is. Well, we'll go ahead and and you can still see a little buildup of rocks. I don't know if you can see it or not. There is a holding on to some material. but I don't see that as a bad thing. Huh. I thought it would be a lot quicker than that, but you can, I hope you can see that. Maybe I'll get the camera down here. You can still see the material in there. And it's just sitting there hanging out. I think I like the second header on there as well. It just doesn't clear out as fast around the sides, but just for slowly feeding the sluice, it might take it up a degree or two, and you can feed it just like a regular sluice box, I guess. Well, this was in the mat itself, past the header piece, and there's about, I don't know, 10, 12 pieces in there. One you might call an actual piece, the rest is fly poop. There you go. So not too much. Let's check the header mat now. Well, there we go. That was in the header piece. Dang, king camera. I am no photographer, that's for sure. But see it there? We got one that's a picker. I picked it up, so I call it out a picker. It's a pretty small one, but that was what was in the header. So either way, I think that the double power head that I had going there is much more controlled. I'm sure it's going to do a much better job than just, you know, it was just sending too much down the sluice, in my opinion. But, and it's dry, so whatever. But yeah, not too bad. Get a little more dirt here. Now Bob, he's not doing too bad either. I don't have my glasses, but he got a nice little picker to go with it. And we're just digging in the same hole. He got the luck of the draw on that one. He's running his Gold Fox trommel today. Bob, he's running his Gold Fox trommel today. Pretty awesome piece of machinery. He left his flare off today, and he's running my silicone high flow mats in it, and they seem to be doing a pretty dang good job. Here we don't have a ton of heavy black sand. We're not loaded up on it, so anyway, that's what he's doing today. And are you going to run any more, Bob?
Yeah, probably a little.
Okay, so we'll be back in a bit. Maybe I'll show you it running when he gets it fired back up again. He's just cleaning up his gold. Back running again. I am going with the double header. It's just much more controlled. A little bit slower, but that's not always bad. Much more controlled. I love the angle of the mat in the back. It really wasn't planned that way, but it's working out really well. We are down here digging away. What we're finding is a lot more washed river rock in here, like this. Been worn by water. I had some flat ones here a minute ago. Look at this thing. That's a mineralized piece of rock there. Let's probably take that home, crush it up, see if there's any gold in it. But said we're only going 1.5 feet deep, something like that. But we're more washed river rock, river gravel. It's what we normally don't find. Usually when we do, we find pretty good gold. And we found a couple of small pickers now. Maybe we can find a big one. We have before when we run into this stuff. So I've got me another wheelbarrow full of dirt to run. And Bob, he's getting his dirt now, so we'll see how it goes. Guess I better put another scoop in here. Sitting there working away. Put another scoop in. And down it goes. Okay, we'll run some dirt. Well, Bob got some dirt. He's soaking his over here in the wheelbarrow like I usually do. This is the high flow mat. You can't see a thing in there. Water's getting pretty dirty. It's getting towards the end of the day. So this dirt really doesn't have that much clay in it and fines, so we're doing all right, and we're still catching gold. So that's all we care about. He's got the grizzly bar up there at the top. He does a good job of washing the rocks off. Boy, you'd lose a lot of water out of this thing. Oh.
Yeah.
I guess tip it down a little bit, I guess, is all you could do. Sweet. Well, I guess I'm time for another shovel of dirt. Knock it down a bit. Another shovel full. And there she goes. Water's getting dirty. This will be the last run of the day, I'm sure. Well, I finished that last wheelbarrow of dirt, and look what I found. Little nugget. That's not too dang bad. It's gold, it's flat as a pancake. But it's gold, it won't break. Sweet. Well, we're going to get this cleaned out, and I'll show you what we got. Well, there's Bob's last clean out. He got a nice little picker there. You can actually pick it up. So he did well. My last clean out, besides that nugget, not too shabby neither. So I'll dump this all in the pan here. When I get this all cleaned out, I got a heck of a mess going here. Show you what we got. Well, there's my gold I got today. That's not too shabby. There are a bunch of fines in there. My little nugget, a couple little pickers. I'll try and get a better picture of it when I get home, and I'll put it at the end of the video. We had a good time out here today. Got a little more gold. We got to get back in that spot. The gold's getting better as we're going that way. Finding river rock and everything, so we got to get back up here. But it's getting late and warm. I like the double header sluice. Like I said, we're going to call it the hobby miner sluice box. I think it worked really well. I'm going to keep working on printing more pieces parts. I got to do a flare and a bunch of other things, but it's just about ready. Like I said, I'll do an assembly video when it's ready. And then it'll be available at printingprospectors.com, as well as the mats. They'll be probably 10 inches wide, but this will come with mats, so that's just another thing. I'm making a new high banker mat without the grizzly bars. It's badass, I'll tell you what. So anyway, I think that's enough. We will catch you next time. Thanks for watching. Bye now. Please let me know what you think in the comments. Catch you later.